You may be aware, as I am, of this concerning trend called Looksmaxxing. At its core, the idea is simple. Men want to improve their looks. But sadly, men are being encouraged to take extreme and even dangerous measures pushed by social media personalities that exploit ordinary insecurities. But the idea that a man can and should improve or enhance his looks is nothing new. Since ancient times, men of power have understood the importance of image and dress. But it seems like the most basic, the most fundamental principles have been forgotten by today's generation of men. Today we are going back to the fundamentals, to the things that your grandfather did and that you should do too. So here are 5 ways every man can look his best. Hello, my name is James, and I am on a mission to create a generation of gentlemen. Most men are afraid of color, and that's why they stick to neutral shades such as navy and black, which really do nothing for them. But understanding color and embracing tones and neutrals that work for your features can make a massive upgrade to the way you look. One basic principle every man should understand is whether he is high contrast or low contrast. An example of a high contrast man would be a young Pierce Brosnan. He has jet black hair, but relatively fair Irish skin. And this looks best with clothes that also have a high contrast, such as a black suit and a crisp white shirt. On the other hand, somebody with a lower contrast, such as Ryan Gosling or even myself, somebody with white skin but slightly more tanned skin and then a blonde or a light brown color of hair, they will look better in warm neutrals and pastel blues. So the contrast between the jacket and the shirt is not so strong. Today, a lot of men are obsessed with getting big and putting on muscle. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be strong, and a muscular body has always been attractive. But what's most important if you want to actually look better is to be lean and to have a body fat percentage of between 12 and 17%. Most men wildly underestimate their body fat percentage. They think they are much leaner than they really are. And if you want to get accurate with this, I highly recommend going to get a DEXA scan performed. Look at an actor like Paul Newman. He was 5'9", weighed around 160 pounds. Not a big guy at all, but because he was lean, you could see his muscularity. And most importantly, a lean body produces a lean face. You have a chiseled jawline, your cheekbones are prominent. So even if you don't do it for the physicality, do it for your face, embrace that cardio and get lean. The self-care industry for men has absolutely exploded in recent years, and I think it's a good thing that more men than ever are taking care of their skin, of their face, of their grooming. But sometimes I think we just need to go back to basics, and that's why my third thing that every man should do to look his best is to groom like grandpa. Focus just on the fundamentals. Have a good face wash, a good shave, and then a splash of cologne or aftershave to finish it off. One brand that's been around since your grandpa's time and well before is Caswell Massey, and that's a brand that I'm very proud to be partnered with because they simply make the greatest selection of shave creams, soaps, and fragrances that every gentleman can enjoy. Personally, I start every day with a double-edged safety razor shave, lathering up with one of their shave creams, and then applying that with their badger hair brush. I shower using their luxury bars of soap, which are available in many different fragrances. And then speaking of fragrances, they have a selection of both EDPs and classic splash colognes. And I have to say that their EDP LX48 is my personal favorite. Gentlemen, I want you to check out this brand for yourselves. So we've partnered up with Caswell Massey to get you a 10% discount across the store. All you need to do is click the link below and use the discount code GENTLEMANS10. And for those in our members club, there's an even further 20% discount available to you. Wherever I go today, whether it's a casual bar, an upscale restaurant, or I'm simply running errands around town, I noticed that very few men dress with intention. It's always the same t-shirt, sneakers, and baseball cap, without any consideration for the environment that they are in, the people that they are with, or the impression that they will make with their clothing. But every man can look and feel his best simply by putting more thought into what he wears. The primary function of clothing is to keep us warm and protect our modesty so we don't go to jail. But really what functioning does today is send a message. And very few men are deliberate about the message they send. This doesn't mean wearing a suit and tie all the time, like I am, but it means selecting a jacket, a pair of trousers, or a shirt that is not only flattering to you, but also appropriate for the occasion. Something that tells a story about who you are, and of course, the right kind of story. So as you are planning about your week, setting appointments, setting up dates, think ahead of what you would like to wear. And I personally enjoy being in the practice of ironing all my shirts for the week on a Sunday and planning ahead in my mind what shirt I'll wear with what jacket, for which occasion, and for the different people that I'll be meeting. And the final thing that every man should do to look his best is to fix his teeth. Now, I am from Britain, which is not a country known for its fine dental work, but today there really is no excuse to have a crooked smile, to have yellow teeth, or especially bad breath. These are all simply the biggest turn-offs for women. If the inside of your mouth resembles a vandalized graveyard, no woman will want to go near you. Today, you can get everything fixed. You can even go for a set of veneers if you want, but most men would simply benefit from sticking to twice yearly cleaning at their dentist and a whitening treatment. And if you can't afford a professional whitening treatment, no problem. There are some great at-home kits available. Personally, I use these 3 to 4 times a year. Gentlemen, those were 5 things that every man can do to look his best. Let me know in the comments one change, one improvement that you will be making after this video. And remember that if you do resonate with the ideas that we share on this channel, and you are looking to join a network of like-minded gentlemen with real-world events and truly a circle that's worth being a part of, you can check out our members club. I'll also put the link in the description right below that top link for Caswell Massey, which of course I highly recommend you check out if you're looking for any grooming, fragrance, and shaving products.
If you enjoyed this video, you'll want to check out the next one, 7 social skills every man must master. Just click here to watch.